morning.
Good morning.
How are you guys?
Good.
Nice to see you. I know I've got wet hair today, but we'll just have to disregard that. So the first thing I want to do is I want to start around. Tell me your name one more time. Of course, I've talked about you all weekend. I was thinking about you. 1 moment, and then we'll get started. How's that sound? Okay. So of course, Mr. Trey. Nice to see you. Trey, can you tell me one thing that you like that starts with the first letter of your name? Trey likes what?
Trail mix.
Oh, excellent choice. Hello. What's your name?
Santana.
Santana, nice to see you again. What's one thing that you like that starts?
Cars.
You do? Do you like anything that starts with a s sound? Snickers, perhaps?
They got peanuts. I like peanuts.
Okay. What about, do you like soda?
Sand.
There you go. Santana likes soda. I do. What's something you like? Do you like jelly beans? All right, there you go. Jalen likes jelly beans. Okay, guys, well, let's quickly go through Ms. Roberts' expectations. So you all came in quietly. You were respectful, and now you're sitting ready for learning, so I really love that. Every once in a while, if we get talking a little bit, I'm going to ask you to put a bubble in your mouth. You're just going to pop that in there. And the other thing is, I use a lot of cool tricks, okay? And I've got a lot of, like tapping, and I've got a lot of sort of toys with me today. So if I put something out, I want you to hang in there and wait until I tell you you can touch it, okay? All right, so just to kind of get our brains going, and the one thing about Miss Jenny is she never has like proper crayons with her. She's got to work on that. But we're just going to do kind of a quick warm-up activity, okay? So what I want you to do is the first thing I want you to do is write your name at the top. And here's the fun thing about Miss Jenny. You can use whatever you want to write your name. I got big stuff. Now the only thing I ask you is to be very careful of the table and just make sure that that you're writing directly on there. So write your name.
Until you pull out all the stuff.
Well, I don't have as much names in here as I would like, but I'm pretty sure I have enough that at least you can do a little bit with them. Okay. All right, I love that I see Santana already writing his name. I'm looking for Jalen to write his name. What do you think? Trey, this, I know it's pink, but this is a lovely pen. If you
I
wanna
love
try
pink.
it. Yeah, well, it writes really nicely, so I think they like that. All right, so put your names up top because that's a good
Wait,
opportunity. Put your name right here. Let's get started here. All right, I have a righty. Do you use your right hand to write? There you go. Okay, I've got 3 righties. Oh, you use your left hand? I'm a lefty too. We've got that in common. Okay,
Mixed up.
that's all right. That's all right, no worries. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do, and this is just to get our kind of reading brains going, we're thinking about our letters and our sounds. I want you to look at the picture over here, and I think you'll find this relatively simple. Identify what that is. What is that?
A cat.
It's a cat. Okay.
C-A-T.
That's right, okay? And just to kind of get us thinking a little bit, watch Miss Roberts tap that for us. Cat. And I think about the 3 sounds I hear. Look right here. K-at. K-at. Now I want you to write with you. Here. K-at. 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 Right.
I hear an E instead of
You do? Well, let me have you listen to that again. K-at. What do you hear this time? That's exactly right. Go ahead and write an A right there. In fact, you're going to get a chance to practice that sound again on the next one. Okay, and I love these first 2 letters, but let's look at that last sound.
Oh.
There you go. Good job. Great. Okay, so for the sake of time, we're not going to rewrite it here, but we're going to practice similar sounds right below. I see a mouse, but another word we might call a mouse, a bigger mouse, might be a
Rat.
Thanks for raising your hand. Rat. Now, before we write, hold on. Before we write, watch Miss Roberts tap, and you're going to get a chance to tap today, too. You ready? Eyes up here. Ready? Watch my fingers. R, a, t. Say it with me. R, a, t. Rat. Now write what you hear. R, a, t. There you go. Okay. Would you say that these 2 words are rhyming?
Yes.
Why are they rhyming sometimes?
Because
They have the
both of them
same.
got the A-T.
They have the same ending sounds. You're exactly right. So to end us,
Can I circle it?
you are welcome to circle that. Let's look at the last picture there. What do we have? A
Hat.
hat. Okay, watch me tap. At. Hat. Right, what you hear. Excellent.
all the words wrong.
Yep.
I haven't.
Hats,
Yeah,
rats,
I've
mats,
seen it.
cats, rats,
Yeah, with your you
bats.
I mean, you'll be able to.
NWA girl.
Also like
No, I know
that.
you know what it means, but just
They don't like that.
for all except for Jezza, I think we have scores because they've been in.
Cat.
We'll pour over it.
Okay, my loves, put a bubble in it. Put a bubble in it. Look back up at me. Okay, you don't need your pencils or pens right now, so would you do me a favor and put them in the middle? All right, and actually all I need right now is your hands and your lap. That's great. Okay, we're going to do our sound cards, and remember, this is relatively simple. You're going to look at the card and say the sound, and today we're going to do it as a group, okay? And if you get stuck, I'll give it to you. Now this one, sometimes we write a different way, okay? So I'm actually going to write the way that you might recognize this letter up above. Okay, ready? Sound.
Yeah.
Okay, it makes two sounds. But today, let's say g, g, okay? G as in goat. Sound. As in nice. Okay, this one is a little tricky. It's like Roberts or racquetball or rat or rap music.
I love rats.
Oh, I love the
Hey, who doesn't love rap? Okay, ready? Do you hear it? Not sup, but Jalen, let me hear you. As in snake.
It's a tin.
And Santana, of course. Okay, now remember,
It has a stomach.
yeah, I put out our little bed here to remind you, because I know that can be tricky, but B has a little belly. You see the belly? Okay, so what does B say?
But
I threw in a different vowel today.
oh,
Ah, and I like this one like, ah. I threw in a different consonant that we didn't look at. As in victor or victory and
Victor.
victor. Okay, how about this one? Excellent. Okay, well done. As in miss. Okay, so now, take these out of your way so you're not distracted. Okay. Now we're going to do some reading. Okay, just a little bit. Just a little bit. You guys are going to do great with this, okay? And when we're reading today, we're really going to be practicing our tapping. Because that tapping is really important for our reading. Yeah, okay? So let's kind of go over how we tap. We take our right hand, okay? So everyone got your right hand? Okay, and what we're doing is we're breaking down each sound, okay? So let's practice with an easy one, okay, that I did for you earlier. Okay, so we're going to tap the first sound. Let me see it tap. A, cat. Now notice when I read that word, I'm making that little special code, right? Okay. At, cat. Let's try this one. Ready? A, d, mad. Now Jalen, let me just see your fingers. I know it's a little tricky to get in the hang of this, but here we go. Yep, you're almost there. Look. A, d, mad. Try it again for me. A, d, mad. You got it. Sometimes, now this is kind of a silly word. Good. Hag. Great. Now you're each going to do one on your own, okay? Now I want the two that aren't reading it to still be watching, okay? You ready to try? You're up. Let me see you tap.
Good.
Yep. Hold on. Oh, you guys are going to do it. Okay. You guys are doing a great job, but hold tight for 1 second. Let him do one, and then you're going to get a turn.
Good.
Excellent. Santana, you're up. Excellent. Jalen, you're up. Let me hear it again.
Tushy.
You're exactly right. And good job
Fad.
telling fad.
And
Okay.
and
You know what this word means? It does have a tushy. D is a tushy. What does fad mean? Do we know? I'll use it in a sentence for you. Oh, Miss Coveted might need help with this. What is something that's a fad right now?
The whip and nay
The whip
is a
and
very
nay
popular.
is a current fad. Means something that's very popular for a period of time.
oh,
So,
the drop.
okay, fad. Excellent.
Yeah.
Drops out.
Okay,
The dad.
so now what we're going to do is we're going to practice some coding. Remember how we learned our super secret code last time? In fact, I'm even going to teach you another super secret code today. And I was just working with a student this weekend who said, Ms. Roberts, I love this code. Whenever I get bored in class, I just start coding things. And I thought, well, that's a perfect thing to do if you're ever bored in class. Okay, so on your paper, go ahead and write your name again, just because I like to be able to see. I
I'm
like
going
looking
to
at
my
your
favorite pen.
You may use your favorite pen. You may use whatever you want to write. You want to switch it up? Okay, that's fine. All right.
I just like this pen. So
I know, it's a
much.
beautiful pen.
Because
Okay.
you can erase it with your finger.
Well, let's not do that because then you'll get pink everywhere.
Oh.
Okay, so friends, the first thing we want to do before we even look to read is what we're doing is we're training our eye to look for things that we recognize. So I'm noticing, and I call this a CVC word. Do you know what I mean when I say CVC? Okay, well that's the pattern that it uses, and it's a consonant, vowel, consonant. Okay, so I want you to tap each letter in that first word and say with me, consonant.
Consonant.
You're not tapping.
Oh,
Let me see you tap. Nope, we're tapping down here. Okay, good. You guys did. Good job, guys. Ready? Consonant, vowel, consonant. Excellent. So now we're going to look at that vowel, and we're going to use, okay, that code, that super secret code that I taught you last time. So what I'll do is I'll do it right up here for you. Okay, so can I have you all sit up nice and tall for me? Okay, and I used to tell my students, check your slant. Okay, so you're going to sit nice and tall. Look at me. And then you're going to track me just a little bit. Okay, hang in there. All right, because this is so important. So watch what Miss Jenny's going to do, Miss Roberts, excuse me. So I'm going to look at that first word, and I see that that vowel is going to be a short vowel sound, so I'm just going to put my little short vowel code on top of it. Okay, and then I'm going to go down to the next word, and I see another short vowel, so I'm going to put my short vowel code. Okay, and then I'm going to do that with all of those words down the page, and then I'm going to show you what we're going to do next, okay? So do that for me now. Go ahead and code those short vowels.
Wait, what do you?
Okay. Yeah, and even though it looks like a U, it's really technically a super secret code that makes short. And in a way, it looks like it's short. However you want to think about it, let me see that
It
code.
looks like an upside down E.
It does, but let's focus on
Is-
writing the code, buddy.
Is that
Because we're losing time.
an A or did you put it to the A or the R?
It's always going to be on the vowel. That is on the A. That's a good question. You're exactly right. So you put that in the right spot.
Whoa.
Got it? Okay. Excellent. So let's just go through quickly, and this isn't going to take us very long because you've worked with these words before. Okay, and we're going to tap the first 4 words and read them, and then I'm going to teach you about the next 3. Okay, so, hey Trey, we're kind of waiting on you, buddy. You ready to move on? Okay, ready? We're going to tap. Okay, so let me see your fingers. Ag, ag, tag. Okay. I'm watching you, Trey. Can I see you over here? Let's put this down for a second because you don't need it quite yet. Okay, ready? Next word. Santana, eyes up here. Jalen. Ag, rag. Now, I'm not feeling like everyone did that one correctly. So let's put pencils down.
I got a big cap on this.
Thank you. Hands up. Hands up. Jalen. Jalen. Ready? Ag. Rag. Excellent. Followed by rug. Rug. Followed by Jalen. Rat. Look at the next 3 words on the page. What do you notice different about them? There's something different about them than the other 3 or 4. Excuse me. Yes, Santana. Thanks for raising your hand. What's different? What do
That
they
they
have?
don't got three
letters.
You were right. Okay. What I did is I snuck in. I'm so sneaky. I snuck in a new type of word because I figured you all were so smart. You can hang with me. What I added here is called a blend, and it's kind of like, let's see. Have you ever seen a blender? Maybe mom at home has mixed up something, or maybe you've gone to Smoothie King or something.
Oh yes, I
Yeah,
love
you see one of those
Smoothie King.
those blenders, and they blend everything together, and it's all smooth, right? Okay. Well, with letters, sometimes we blend them together. Okay. And at the beginning of these bottom 3 words, I put in 3 new blends for you, and I'm going to teach you how to code them because that's my favorite part. Okay. So watch me up here. And can I steal this for a second because I like this one? All right. So watch as I code these. Okay. And I want to see if you notice how many sounds you hear. Okay. You listening for how many sounds? We've got sw. How many sounds?
2.
2 sounds. Listen again. St.
2.
Okay, Jalen, this last one's for you. Tr.
Sure.
How many sounds?
2.
You're exactly right, okay? A blend is 2 letters, 2 sounds, and we hear both sounds. So notice, Trey, how did I code these? How many lines did I use?
2.
I used 2 lines because I'm telling my brain 2 letters, 2 sounds, and I'm going to blend them together. Now, in my opinion, the most fun part next to coding is tapping them. Are you ready to see how to tap? Okay, I'm only going to tap these 3 blends for you. Swa, swa. Do that with me, Jalen. But look how my fingers go. Swa, swa. Do you hear me blending? Swa. Let's try this one. Okay, and ready for this one? This one's a little bit harder because that R sound. Ready? Tra, tra, tra. Okay. Do you hear both sounds? Okay, before we read these words, go through and code your 3 new blends for me. And it's very important. I already see Jalen did it correctly. Okay, but it's very important that we do 2 little lines under each letter. 2 little lines.
Mike, you gotta pick the lines.
So, look at mine. Okay. Swa, st, tr. Okay. Now, you've already coded the vowel sound, so actually reading the word isn't going to be so bad now, because we kind of already know it. Good. Okay, now watch. Eyes up here, Santana. Ready? Swa, swa, it, swim. Hear it? Okay, let's try the next one. St, op, stop. St, op, stop. And trap. What do you guys think?
Yes.
Yes? All right, well done. Okay, we're going to do something else, and we're going to use my magical blender binder. Okay? And because you guys are so smart, I already switched it over to have some blends to use. So to make sure we can focus really well, do me a favor. Put your caps on your markers, pens, whatever you're using, throw them in the middle for me.
Okay, throw them in the middle.
Yeah, not really throw. And Santana, would you do me a favor and collect those 3 papers just so that you can really focus your eyes up here for me? Okay, now you're each going to practice tapping and reading a word with a blend at the beginning, okay? A blend at the beginning. Hello. Okay, eyes up here, guys. I'm going to start over here this time. So, Jalen, okay, first show me how you would tap this blend. Tra. Tra. Do you hear it? Okay, notice how I'm saying the first sound, and I'm blending it just like a smoothie into the next sound. Tra. Look up here. Trapped. You did it. Santana, you're up.
Swa.
Can I see your fingers?
Swa.
Swat. Well done. Try you're up. Excellent. And that is a funny word. Well done. Okay? All right, you guys ready to keep going? You're so smart today. You're getting so much done.
What's
right.
that? The same thing.
Ooh, I'm hoping we'll have time. I brought it very special. I thought maybe we could blend some sounds with it. All right, next up, you're going to remember that we did this last time, okay? And what we did here is we're working on breaking apart our sounds into first, middle, end. First, middle, end. First, middle, end, okay? So let's quickly practice. And remember, you're all going to need a pop ball because that's going to be your eraser. Remember, you just kind of, you get what you get, you know? They're,
I like green.
you do, okay, great.
I'm black. I got 2.
You got to, you did, all right. Well, then you're going to do an extra good job. All right, and then we're going to kind of share these in the middle, okay? So when it comes time to switch out our clips, you know, we're just going to kind of all share these in the middle. So let's start with a really simple one. Okay, so go ahead and take the caps off your markers for me. Caps off your markers.
A baby quill.
Hey, buddy, if you want time to get to treasure box and all that, you got to be extra good listening for me, okay? Thanks. Okay, as always, I kind of like to start with this one almost every time because it's one of my favorite things in the world. I want us to do dog. Okay, so say the word first.
Dog.
Watch me tap it. Dog. Good. Now write what you hear here. Dog. Okay, so you did a capital, which is fine, no problem. Good. Great. Now, the only thing here, let's take a peek at this. Remember how with our B and D, B, D. Remember, B has the belly. So what do you need to switch that to?
A D.
Oh, yeah. So just use your wee little eraser there. Okay. So, dog is a simple sound, but now we're going to switch it a little bit. Are you ready?
I made it backwards.
Okay. I'm going to give you a blend. Do you think you're ready? All right. The new word, now wait to write, is smog. Say the word.
Smog.
I like it. I like it. Look at my hands. Smog. Good. Smog. So write what you hear. What do you hear at the beginning? Smog. Smog. Look, buddy. Smog. 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 What do you hear?
S.
I hear an M too, but I also hear an S.
So it is.
Smug. Great, Santana. Yes. It's a blend. So what? Where does our M go? Right here. There you go. No, wait, hold on. What do you hear first? Look at me. What do you hear first? Sm. Now code these. Remember how we code them? What do we put underneath? 2 lines. Because we want our brain to know. You're going to hear both sounds, brain. Okay? See how you're going to do that? Sm. Okay, excellent. You got it, buddy? Okay. Sm. Okay, ready for your next word? It's a good sm word. Let's do a silly word. Let's do smacked. Say the word.
Smack.
Smacked. Let me hear you say the word. Okay. We're going to tap. Hold on. Sm. Ah. Okay, now, one thing we were forgetting to do, because Miss Jenny got so excited about blends, is what do we need to clip? What do we need to do in here? We're going to clip. Clip.
Well, I want to use a baby. I want a baby clip.
You want that guy? Okay, that's fine.
I need one.
You didn't get them last time, did you? No, so you definitely. All right, let me see 3 clips. Okay, now, we have to backtrack a little bit because Miss Jenny got excited and forgot to give you clips. Our word currently is smog, and we're changing it to smacked. Okay? So I'm going to give you a little clue here because I know this is new. We're changing 2 sounds, 2 boxes. Which 2 are we changing? We had smog, smog, and I want smat. So what do I need to do? I like that you're doing that, but I also want to see what you're doing. Okay, so did you change this? Great. What do you hear here? Ah, great. What do you hear at the end? Yeah. All right, did you switch out your clips? And what you can do too is you can exchange your clips for puffballs.
Yeah.
They work just the same. So you can just leave them right there if you'd like to do that as well.
You?
You want to use puffballs? You
I'm
got
going
it.
to use a puffball.
Okay, now we don't have a ton of time left, guys, so we've got to... Ooh, we were close. Okay, let's change to one more word, okay? All right, so this says... Jalen, what word is this? It's a silly word. Smat. Smat. Okay, I want it to say...
My puffball.
You got your puffball? Okay, here's your puffball. I want it to say smap. Smap. Okay, Santana, what sound are we changing? Point to it. Smap.
That and that.
Well, listen again. I hear ah. Now, tap with me because you're going to see it when you tap it. Ready? Sm. Ah. Are those the same? Sm. Ah. What's the only one that we're changing? That's exactly right. We are only changing that final sound. It is wet. I know. One of my kids likes to dump it in water. Don't ask questions. Just smap. Okay, so I love how you're switching out that clip to tell your brain that you're changing it. Now listen again, buddy. Sm. Ah. As in pink. Or there you go. Good job.
Oh, now can we change? Now can we change the first letter to our own letter, or we
You know
can
what?
change any other letter?
Miss Jenny definitely wants to do that, but we have one more thing that I just really want to do today, and we're running out of time. Okay, so let's do this. Can you guys quickly put all your supplies right here in the middle? Okay?
Okay.
Because I really want to give us the opportunity to practice a little reading.
clips?
Yeah, take off your clips and put them here in the middle. Thank you, thank you. Good job today with your word building. I know we went fast, but
Where's my
Okay.
cap?
Wait,
quick in the
You
middle.
got one clap.
You said clap.
Now, in order for us to have time to definitely hit treasure box, I'm definitely going to need your attention for this last activity, okay? All right. Thank you for Jalen. You're such a big helper. All right, you ready? Okay.
Tiny.
So in front of us, we have some sentences. Take a peek at your sentences. Eyes over here. Take a peek at your sentences. Now, here's what we're going to do. We're going to quickly go through and code. Okay, we're going to quickly go through and code. And let's just do this. I don't mind certain ones if we use markers, but let's just do pencils to be easy, okay? I know, we'll get a chance to use that later.
Yes.
All right, now I'm going to help you by coding up here, and what we're looking for right now is short vowels to code. And I'll give you a little clue. I actually didn't use any blends in this, so we're not going to be coding any blends. Okay, so I'm going to go through quickly, because what I'm doing is I'm training my brain to look for things that I know. Oh, okay, are you seeing all those short vowels? Great. Code. So you code that one. Can we code there? Can you code that one for me? Great. See? Code your A and code your A. Okay, so let's do this. Let's do only this first sentence today, and that'll give us something to look forward to on Thursday, because we'll come back to this paper. Okay? All right, so has everyone coded your first sentence? Okay, now what I want you to do, this is going to seem a little funny. Can you put a dot under every word for me? Dot, 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 dot. Great. Now, today when we read this together, okay, we're going to practice the sentence together. Dot, 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 dot. Great. Okay? What we're going to do is every time we read the word, we're going to tap the dot. Okay, so watch Miss Jenny. Try eyes up here. You see how I'm going to tap as I go? Lots of tapping in this lesson, right? Lots of tapping. Okay, so maybe we should say point. That might make it easier for us to. Okay? All right, so the other thing that I just want to quickly draw your attention to is this word right here. It's called a sight word. It basically means something we just really have to memorize, okay? And you probably know it, Santana. What's this word? Yeah. Okay, so I just circled it just to kind of tell my brain, you know this word. Okay, ready? We're going to read this sentence together. You ready? Let me see. You got to put your hands on the page. Come on. The man, look again. The man had a hat. Read it again. Tap each word. The man had a hat. I like to see you tapping up here, but can I see you tap? I'm gonna see a point here. I should use the word point. Ready? The man had a hat. Okay, last lesson of the day. Do you see that period at the end? I like to do something called punch the period, because it's way more fun than just reading regular. So watch Miss Jenny do this, okay? Let's watch me. The man had a hat. The man had a hat. Okay, so try that with me. The man had a hat. Now, if I were to go through and change this to an exclamation point and make it way more exciting, watch how I'm going to read it. I'm not going to punch it anymore. I'm going to say, the man had a hat. No, I'm not going to punch it. I'm going to lift my hand in the air. Try it with me. The man had a hat. Because now I'm telling my brain to lift up my voice. Okay, and I'll teach you all about that next time, and we'll finish lots of this. Okay, so, Jalen, one thing that you learned today or reviewed would be... Sorry to put you on the spot. Did you learn more about?
Tapping the
Very good. And really, what we're doing is we're tapping the sounds, right? Okay, you're exactly right. Santana? What about coding? Coding. How do we code a blend? Two lines to tell our brain 2 letters, 2 sounds, right? Okay, Trey, you're up. Tell me one thing that you learned.
Punch the period.
I love that. Punch that period. Now, let me just tell you something. Your teachers don't know about a lot of this stuff. They don't know about punching the period. So maybe save punching the period, and that's the only thing we could really punch the period. So let's save that for our time in here, and then at some point I'll talk to your teachers, and then you can start punching periods in your class and lifting those exclamation points. Okay, you did a great job today. I'm going to quickly get you to lunch, right? Okay, and then first we can go to a quick treasure box dip. Luckies. Now, here's the deal, guys. I bring the treasure box almost every time. Sometimes we take a dip, sometimes we don't. Okay, sometimes, I'm going to be here on Thursday too. So maybe no treasure box that day. We'll just have to see, okay? So take a peek in there. And let's... Okay, make your choice quickly, and then we'll get you to lunch.
And can I tell my friend something I noticed?
Yeah, let's listen to Miss Cubbage while you're